So when we say, okay, we're in an emotional state and it's distracting me, we're giving it too much credit and we're not appreciating the guidance system in the emotions. Because what the guidance system is telling us by making us feel bad is like, that's not the way to think and go and be and pay attention to. So if you continue to indulge it, that's not acceptance, that's indulgence. Acceptance of the true gift of that emotional state would be to not listen, to not let that dictate what you do next. To arise to a greater state of will that's in alignment with what you know is true. So learn in those states to act more on what you know and less on how you feel, less on your moods. And that will be very powerful, because then you see, I am not this mood swing-based physical hormonal meat suit with conditioned parental perspectives. No, I am the will that chooses to do what it needs to do or wants to do. That's true for it. So I am the free will. I'm not this blob of different conflicting energies. So by allowing it to be as it is, but not taking your cue from it and proceeding based on what you know, not based on what your feels, and elevating your will to that level, you're changing your identity. You don't have to listen to it, even if it's screaming in your face. It can be like, ha, 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 and you can just be like, you still know what you know. You still know what's the most honorable, desirable service to others, holistic state to be in and think to do in that moment. You know. You don't have to doubt that because you're having sensations and feelings that feel very personal and close to you. Act on what you know, not on what you feel when you're in an emotional state. Because it's always trying to suck you down a downward spiral. And then you got to recover from it again, and it takes time. Yeah. And that's what annoys you after a while, but that's good because that matures you. It makes you discriminate and realize who you really are and who you are not. And once you know who you really are and you proceed according to that knowingness, at the expense of whatever you might be feeling, now you're maturing, and now you're taking back charge of who you are. You're taking your energies back into your true self. When you're confused, when you feel murky, when you feel emotional, fuck that shit, accept it as it is. Don't pay it any attention. That's like how to accept it. You don't suppress it, you don't avoid it, you don't fix it, you don't change it, you don't entertain it at all. You remember what you know, the qualities of service, of being, of honor that you know. You do what you already wanted to do that day or had in mind. You just go fucking do it. You just go fucking do it. You do it, and then you do the next thing, and then the next thing, and then you notice the sky has cleared again. I have cut through the bullshit, and I am back in alignment, and my energies are supportive again, because I did not give in to the hormones. Otherwise, Shiruk will always be a slave of it. It's like no matter what you learn and how much you align yourself and meditate, and then it's still going to be at least 1 week out of the month where you're just fucked. Mm-hmm. So don't accept that. Like, just don't accept that. Accept that you have these feelings and hormonal shifts and changes and all, but don't play small to them. Like, don't make that your identity, because then you feel bad about yourself. Then you don't feel proud of yourself. Then you don't feel empowered. Then you feel weak and you're like, oh, fuck, I fucked up again. And like, oh, shit, I can't be trusted. And none of these things are true. You're making them true by not cutting through the bullshit with your willpower. And you're absolutely able to do that, especially at this stage when you're saying you're totally exhausted by it. You're done with it. Once you're sick of your sickness, you're healed. Decide, no, I am reliable. I am reliable. That's who I am. I'm not how I feel. I am what I am. I'm what I decide that I am. And I'm basing that on everything I've learned and everything I know is true about myself, the creator, service to others, alignment, honor, duty, truth, what truly excites me when I'm in a clear and elevated state. I'm going to base my current motivations and actions on that, no matter what mood swings come up. Then you really distinguish yourself from the emotional mental body and the conditioning and the hormones and all that.